Ms Owens joked someone should check on Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Taking to Twitter, she wrote, "It's been 3 days since Prince Harry has offered another exclusive interview regarding how much he and Meghan hate his family. Can somebody check on them?" This isn't the first time Ms Owens hits out at the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. After Prince Harry starred in an episode of the Armchair Expert podcast, she said, "Sunday riddle, how many more Hollywood-style interviews will Prince Harry and Meghan Markle give before they finally achieve the privacy they claim to be so desperate for?" With her latest tweet about the Sussexes, Ms Owens appeared to refer to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's recent interviews and public appearances. Prince Harry and Meghan publicly spoke about their post-royal life, their relationship with the firm, their struggles and mental health in a few different instances since stepping down as full-time members of the royal family. The pair never said they hated their royal relatives across the pond and has been speaking in the highest terms about the Queen. However, they criticized aspects of life inside the palace and candidly spoke about their difficult relationships with key royals. While they made a few appearances throughout 2020 either with op-eds they penned or at virtual events they attended, after Megxit they opened up for the first time about their struggles only in autumn. Meghan first spoke about being the target of online trolls and criticism in October 2020, when the Duke and Duchess of Sussex appeared in an episode of the Teenager Therapy podcast. After relaying she was told she had become the most trolled person in the world in 2019, the Duchess said, "Now, 8 months of that I wasn't even visible. I was on maternity leave or with a baby, but what was able to just be manufactured and churned out, it's almost unsurvivable. That's so big that you can't even think of what that feels like because I don't care if you're 15 or you're 25, if people are saying things about you that aren't true, what that does to your mental and emotional health is so damaging." The full extent of the rift between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family was exposed during Meghan and Harry's 2-hour-long interview with Oprah Winfrey, first broadcasted in March. During this landmark interview, Meghan and Harry accused the royal family and the palace of neglect and racism. Prince Harry also spoke about feeling trapped within the institution and opened up on his bond with Prince Charles, by whom he said he feels let down, and Prince William, who the Duke of Sussex said is on a different path than him. Meghan also recalled an article published in late 2018 which claimed she had left in tears the Kate Middleton in the run-up to the Sussexes' nuptials. Speaking to Oprah, the Duchess of Sussex said the reverse had actually happened, but Kate had owned up to it and apologized. Both Meghan and Harry spoke positively about the Queen, with the Duke saying he has a really good relationship and an understanding with Her Majesty. 2 months after this interview, Harry appeared in the Armchair Expert podcast, during which he mainly spoke about his approach to mental health and his military career. However, he also described living in the royal family as a mix between The Truman Show and living in a zoo. And he appeared to criticize Prince Charles' parenting for perpetuating a cycle of pain and suffering. Prince Harry spoke in similar terms during an episode of the docu-series The Me You Can't See, a TV show focused on mental health co-created and produced by the Duke of Sussex and Oprah for Apple TV+. He told the US journalist, "My father used to say to me when I was younger, he used to say to both William and I, well it was like that for me so it's going to be like that for you. That doesn't make sense. Just because you suffered doesn't mean that your kids have to suffer, in fact quite the opposite. If you suffered, do everything you can to make sure that whatever negative experiences you had, that you can make it right for your kids." During the TV series, Prince Harry also spoke about how he did not immediately deal with his grief after losing his mother Princess Diana and, in his 20s, turned to drinks and drugs to numb the pain. He also showed himself during a therapy session, practicing a technique known as eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, or EMDR. And, in a damning allegation, he accused the royal family of total neglect after he asked for help. He said, "We did everything that we possibly could to stay there and carry on doing the role and doing the job. But Meghan was struggling. That feeling of being trapped within the family, there was no option to leave. Eventually when I made that decision for my family, I was still told, you can't do this. And it's like, well how bad does it have to get until I am allowed to do this?" She, Meghan, was going to end her life. It shouldn't have to get to that.